get this job done. But just based on paper, what you're seeing here, you lean more towards Sanguine or Simplicity?
I like Sanguine's draft more, but I know what Simplicity are capable of.
Well, let's see if Simplicity are capable as much as you think, or if the Sanguine draft will win out. Let's move into game number 1 with the casters.
Thank you so much, Finch and Taco on the desk. With myself, joined by Anatoly, and of course, Doug. Simplicity really is the European representative at this tournament.
With Flashpoint losing to Hype Unit, a very impressive performance from the console scene. Fails, though, in a little bit of trouble.
BGUs and a trade is going to happen. Panitom will get the kill onto Fails, and Panther couldn't get a turnaround. The blinking from Wrong U might just be right, and it is, as Wrong U with the blink fracture combo updraft. Panther in the back, followed by a sash. That'll get the beads out of Death Panther, but all the while, Fails got a bit of free time on Shinto, and Shinto could be under a bit of pressure. He'll get back to his tier 1, but Fails just bit off more than he could chew as Panitom and Wrong.
We were mentioning, and as a result, another easy kill for Sanguine.
Well, Streakup just tried to abuse the fact that the red buff was open on this left-hand side of that fight in mid, but now he's had to rewind into a dangerous spot. Or is it Netroid under pressure? He has to beads away from the stun. The damage from Streakup's good. Wrong U comes into the mix, though, to give some support. And to the skies he goes, and Streakup's going to know where he's landing. It's right on his face. Panitom with his second kill, and his 4th.
The day, and the burst potential isn't quite there from Simplicity yet, unless
Oh,
Maniac
Shinto.
has something to say about it.
Blinking from Genetics. He's going to put the walls behind Shinto, who realized that Maniac was there. Maniac going to end up ulting Wrong U, and I don't think that was a target he was after. Because of that, Shinto gets the kill on Genetics, and now it's Maniac surrounded and crippled. He can't get away. Shinto will get another kill. Maniac puts his head in his hands as Sanguine get the 6th kill of the game now.
Blindside, although there was a ward from Sanguine, Panitum sniffing him out.
And Panitom doing the right thing to locate where Streakup is. Sanguine will get the Gold Fury, and you know what? Streakup could be in a ton of pressure now too. Can he get the rewind off in time? He won't get an option to. The stinger that came through there from Netroid definitely secured the kill. And that's 7 now for Sanguine, as even cheeky old Oxyladion on this right-hand side is going to trip a blue buff. Sure, give him a kill. Go on, be nice.
They have to find the kill here because they need something to get back into this game. Maybe go. The strength from Simplicity is Maniac. A 1-level lead on this Arthur, about to hit level 13 momentarily, is where they can lean on.
Oh, that sash just clipped round the corner onto Death Panther from Panitom. And Netroid takes out Genetics with a crippled stinger shot. Panitom a little bit far forward, and it looks like a cursed donk early on coming out from Maniac, but it's not going to be enough to get a kill at all. Shinto is popping off in the mid lane. 4-0 on 4, and now 4 members strong. Sanguine are looking for a tier 1 tower.
As they should. Even though Panitum misses ultimate, putting him out of position, his teammates were able to bail him out of that one. Sanguine, they got the Gold Fury about 2 minutes ago, and now rewarded with a tier 1 mid tower.
Made the TN and doing it on their terms. Oxy on the front side here with that RTO. He's going to get a good stinger off. Frank's to the help of Netroid. The stun was good, and Maniac's already dead. Fails to the backside's overhead kick is down, but Streakup did take out Panitom, and that's a big kill as Streakup gets the rewind off. Falls back to the Forces team. Blink away from Genetics as Streakup under pressure.
And now he's going to fall. No rewind for him. The healing starting to really show. Sanguine did lose Panitum, but with a valuable Primal Fury is going to help them towards the late game objective control once they do look for the Fire Giant. And Sanguine were never in danger.
Not the greatest, but not the worst I've seen so far this year. Fire Giant getting below 20%. Now Maniac stretches in from one side, but keep an eye on Fails as Genetics blinks in, gets an ult on the whole team, and Fails jumps in, and Simplicity get the Fire Giant. Netroid takes down Genetics, but Streakup has got a double kill, and Shinto's dead. That's a major healer out of the fray. Wrong you can't stand there, mate. You're taking damage. Panther takes him down, and Simplicity are now routing through Sanguine.
Oh no, only Panitum alive now. The positioning from Streakup was a flank around the backhand side. A great deicide coming out as Fails wraps this up, but it was the
for the tier 2. Kronos is with them. Kronos one of the quickest at killing towers in the game. And they've also got Null if they need it, but Wrong U committed, and Wrong U is already gone. Oxy could fall soon after. The Thorns were there, but he wasn't anymore. Panitom now on the run, as is Shinto. Shinto could fall after the Aegis. Maniac will get credit for the kill. No one's paying attention to the tier 2 tower. Maniac wants blood.
Hindu Man, Simplicity are feeling it right now after that Fire Giant steal, after that deicide, after the right side Phoenix, and even after these 3 kills. This is where they're going to go for the end.
And this is the moment where you sit there and you go, this is why we're patient. This is why you wait for your opportunity. Simplicity had the opportunity at the Fire Giant, and they have grabbed it with both hands. It was moments away potentially from Sanguine winning this whole thing, but it's not gonna be.
Wait.
At least wait now.
Hindu man.
See?
We have to wait.
See, totally. Started up by Simplicity, dropped below 20% already. Maniac on Zoji, Runyu's in there, but he won't be in there in time to stop the Fire Giant going to Simplicity. Has to dash away to safety as Fails jumps on in, looking for the support player from Sanguine. Now Fails under pressure as the damage comes through. The bees are causing problems for the backline of Simplicity now. Shinto gets the kill on Fails. Maniac dashes in, and you know what? Sanguine are back in the game again!
Death Banner's even gonna drop as well, leaving only 2 Simplicity members. How can this even happen? Now Genetics is thinking about, well, should I even go for the yen here, trying to buy time? Panitum gonna have to worry about around that Fire Giant.
Tetsu in the mid lane will fall. They're dealing with Fire Minions still as they push on here onto Medic, who's stunned by Rongyu and knocked up after. Now Maniac under a hell of a lot of pressure, he's already dead! But to the backside though, Fails does get in there with a big fix your face opportunity, but he doesn't fix anything. It's still Sanguine on the Phoenix line, looking to pressure. Oxy gonna lead him in towards Genetics, who's rooted and now crippled in place. The damage onto the Genetics is almost enough to get the kill, but not quite. All the while, they're sieging this middle lane. Phoenix, Death Panther and Streak Up have to sit so far back, and they're having a hard time getting in there just to pressure them away.
Rongyu not done. He's going to blink in, look for knockup onto Streak Up. He's going to get stunned in response, but using that second dash and relying on the heals and hit all the healing, even through his Brawler speed sake, even through Maniac going in with his Pestilence and the Cursed Ankh. It's just not enough. The patience from Sanguine.
See one, play one. That's what Sanguine's going to do. They trap themselves, and the blink from Panitum is good. In the sky, that was Maniac, and on land, and he takes a ton of damage, but Panther did get hold of Oxy at least to make it a 1-for-1. Keep an eye on Fails, trying to flank round the corner and cause a problem. But I don't think Sanguine really care about that Rob, and instead, they're going to continue to pressure the right-hand side.
Fails was just a non-factor that fight. He didn't make any sort of commitment. That was a 5-on-4 for Sanguine the whole time, and now with a 1-for-1, still confident enough to push it.
Still no minions here as Rongyu still tanking up on the front side. Sash from Panitum off the mark. Fails did get to the back line though, and managed to fix someone's face. It was mainly Shinto's that's under pressure, but the peel from the bees and the sustain is keeping them alive for now. Panitum still goes down though, as Simplicity managed to hold. The right-hand Phoenix survive. Panther with a hail of arrows just trying to get a bit of poke damage out. It won't do a whole lot to this Sanguine roster with the sustain they have. But the Brawlers beat sticks are online. The Pestilence is online, and the upgraded Cursed Ankh for both teams is available as Genetics will blink in, looking towards Rongyu. Dashes, eats a ton of poke, gets Cursed Ankhed himself, trying to survive as long as he can, but the Phoenix has caused the problems. Middle lane, meanwhile, though, it's Fails and Streak Up trying to deal with Panitum, but they don't get the Phoenix yet. The minions, can you do it for us, boys? No! Still, Sanguine hold, and now Maniac's gonna run, sashed by Panitum into the sky, not by the ultimate. Death Panther, help him! Somebody help him! It's not gonna be! Now Sanguine can potentially just run it down mid, but they spotted Fails.
Oh no, he's gonna blink away. I don't know if he's gonna get away from this Hindu man.
You want the Phoenix.
Shinto has a lot of mobility that he can help his teammates with. Oxy is gonna cover the option. This is gonna be a wild goose chase, and an important one though, because Fails is buying so much time, because you know Sanguine have such a great opportunity to use this to push in a 5-on-3. Now, Fails will ultimately die here, and it'll be at least a 5-on-4 on the defense.
The Fire Giant, though, up in a minute's time. Remember, Simplicity.
Wants a Death Banner, but he's going to jump away. Better to save it for a little bit later. But with that middle Phoenix respawning, this could be a good opportunity to use to disguise.
Doesn't matter which team you feel is favorites into this as the blinking from Rongyu happens. The updraft did connect. He kept Death Panther busy, but Fails went straight for Shinto. Shinto's Book of the Dead kept him alive for now, but Fails claims the life before falling soon after. No! Tell a lie! Fails lives! The bees will finally get him! 4 members dead! There's only Oxy left alive, and I've got to give full credit there to the boy Fails, who sacrificed.
Up is nice, but a 5-man Terror ultimate even better.
It's been a 40-minute game. It's only game 1, and this time Simplicity will close out the game. They were behind for so much of that game by Sanguine.
Here on this Poseidon to get some value out of that Whirlpool. That cripple field against this composition could be pretty strong. He's got to make sure that it's in the right place at the right time.
It all really just depends. I think placement is going to come down. Positioning, I mean, those are two things.
but more importantly, that was 2 sets of beads consumed by Sanguine. And Genetics and Maniac are back on the right-hand side, stealing Harpies, but Panther just got caught a little bit too far forward and punished for it. Shinto will survive. Fails, I don't think Paniton was ready for that either. Ooh. And if Paniton was ready for it, I think Fails could have been a bit more hurt. But talking about hurt, it's Netroid under pressure from a streak up.
Wrong, you going in with the knock-up as well. Paniton with the ultimate waiting. It doesn't even need it. Genetics a little bit too far away from the action. Necessarily the players.
Paniton sashing mid lane into a windfire wheel. Shinto trying to have that, has to Kraken. Gets the beads off though to make sure he got the ult in place. But I don't think that was necessarily that worthwhile. Genetics for a mid laner? Maybe they can turn it here though. That was a huge ton of damage from that sash from Paniton. Way more than expected.
That cripple as well to seal the deal. Fails gonna draw, making it at least a 2-for-1 now. Using Maniac's absence.
Totally look, Genetics just transformed into a dragon and jumped straight on Wrong You. Was trying to get those mid Harpies. Fails will get credit for the kill, and cost effective, but much more expensive. Hold that for though, Kraken in mid, gets the Aegis out of Death Panther as the red buff was invaded. Shinto uses bees to keep the slows at bay. Oxy does get into the fray and makes a difference to keep his mid laner alive. Paniton got the Windfire wheels off onto Death Panther and takes his life. That was a fight forced by Simplicity, but it's Sanguine that got the first kill, and you know what, it could just be a bit more.
Well, Maniac able to dash away just barely. Sanguine gonna be credited with
walls from Oxy there, didn't really find a home. Primal Fury getting low, Shinto on a ward round the back, they know exactly where he is. Fury reset again, still dancing at 20% health here, but getting very low, jump in towards the tail end, and all hell breaks loose! Maniac's trying to hit as many people with their ultimate as possible, but Netroid and Shinto have already taken 2 lives down! Now they're on the run to escape, and you know what, Bite's
still gonna be tanky with that Oni's Hunter's Guard, but he has healing from that aura once he switches, and it's a very short cooldown.
Oxy under pressure, the super sub under pressure, and a hell of a lot of that. Streak up ripped half his health bar away, and now Maniac round the back might be able to find the kill. Wrong You gonna use the ultimate to try and make something happen, and the Kraken hits onto Fails, but he's got a sustain coming. His ult was there, but it won't be there in time. The swarm from Netroid did a lot of damage, but Maniac did more to Wrong You. Paniton though has got Death Panther after the fact, and Netroid takes down Maniac with a double kill. It's Streak Up versus the LATAM squad, and Netroid will get his second triple kill of this set, and the Phoenix is under threat.
Sanguine with a huge advantage now. This may the Phoenix destined to go down. Don't expect them to go for the end here, Ender,
Are you sure?
I am 99.5% sure they're not going to go for the end here, but you know what? Crazier things have happened.
Sash on Genetics into a wind, fire, wheels, whirlpool on the ground, not even needed.
Wait, maybe now they go for the end.
Is that it? Is that going to be a game 3, 25 minutes in? Sanguine, don't do a Simplicity here. Don't throw this away. They've got the minions as Fails blinks in, gets the arm off, 3-man knock-up. Triple kill potentially for Fails on the cards, but he can't find it in time. Paniton will get the nice bit of crit to the rescue.
And ultimate win out in a 1-on-1.
Paniton blinks, Paniton misses his ultimate. Paniton now taking a trade with Fails, who ults him back. Fails gonna get Eater, Kraken, or should I say Rubber Ducky. Maniac gonna ult onto 2 frontline targets, and it's Oxy on the front side that's taking the brunt of the damage. He'll survive as long as his legs can hold, but not long enough. Genetics leaps on in, stuns Wrong You, who's still under pressure. Paniton, the major focus from Simplicity here, but they don't have the damage to catch him just yet. Good knock-up from Wrong You, good slow too. Simplicity though still marching on, but here comes the beat!
On the backside, he gets one onto Genetics, looking for a little bit more. Maniac is gonna suffer the same exact fate now. Streak Up with the rewind, he could be the 3rd victim.
Oh, but he'll at least go 1-for-1. Shinto takes his life. Death Panther, the last man alive on Simplicity for the next 11 seconds. Fails will be back up, and Fails does have his blink available, but his ult is definitely on cooldown. Oh, Panther thought they were going for the FG! They're going for the F, Panther! It's all on Fails now! Fire minion wave coming in. Luckily, a minion wave spawned at the same time, but Shinto's having none of it! We're not going to make the mistake again! We're going to try and close out the game! Or are they? Or are they? Panther takes down Panitum, Panther takes down Netrioid in 2 games.
The first game they were doing such a good job.
Panther, be careful, there's a sash coming. Panitum over the wall with the blink sash into the Windfire wheels. The Aegis was available, the beads were not, and Panther is down, as is the tier 2 tower on the right-hand side. Sanguine do not pressure on, however. They fall back into the jungle towards the Fire Giant. Simplicity, though, are pushing down the mid lane. Streak Up is on an adventure to get as many towers as possible.
Only a tier 1 in the mid. You could still breathe easy if you're Sanguine. You might lose one on the left side, but you're getting the Fire Giants.
Or are you? Just about they will. That's a Kraken that Wolfie could be proud of, who's watching in Europe right now. Maniac needs some help. Maniac needs anything. He's not going to find it. He's
Play defense now because their Titan is completely exposed.
Wrong, you leading them in. No minions on this left-hand side just yet, and no carry either at the moment as he's trying to get in range. Genetics to the backside. Maniac with the ultimate too. Looking for a storm, which hits onto Netroid. Looks like we saw the ultimate out of Death Panther as well, but the Kraken deleted Maniac. Genetics has barely any health left alive, and the bees will do the dirty work. Now Oxyladon alongside Shinto, and Panitum will take down another member, and a celebratory Windfire wheels will be taking us to a Game 3 between the North American minor league team Sanguine and Simplicity.
The number 2 NASML team.
To early game pressure from Simplicity, and
From
if
Fails in
Simplicity aren't
particular.
able to snowball, then I think Sanguine actually has a chance to upset here and bring this set home, Finch. The main reason being I'm looking at Horus and I'm looking at Terra.
Well, let's see if that upset can happen here. The winner of this match makes it into the rest of the MSI bracket. Let's get this over to Hindu and Toli.
Keep an eye on Genetics here, because this is the first time he started in the duo lane on the support option. Blink in, ring toss on Netroid. Netroid knocks himself up to try and buy some time, but he still needs help, and he ain't gonna get any. Genetics will get first blood. Well, I see you gonna do their best Sanguine impression there, missing the Windfire Wheels Kraken combo, and Panther is now under pressure. He's gonna beads, but Maniac is here, and the ghosts are being emptied at the moment. Fails in the sky, knocks up Rongu. Oxy turns up with a heal himself, and the ultimate too. Rongu still dancing in, but a quick blink sash from Genetics sets up Fails for the kill. Fails, though, has spiders and has to run away. Still alive for the time being. It's a 2-for-1 trade in a very awkward position in the jungle.
Good rotation from Oxy, but it just was.
Simplicity have paid a little bit more attention now to making sure they find an even bigger win out of a solo lane.
With a ready 5 Totem of Coup, 625 gold accumulated for Simplicity.
Streak Up under pressure, beads down. The airstrike connects, and that was just a masterpiece to watch. But maybe
we expect him to have it as a substitute instead of Yarkor. Yarkor, the way he played in the online portion, was very aggressive.
I think Netroid and Rongu just bit off more than they can chew. Windfire wheel stops Netroid jumping in the gust. He'll have it afterwards to dash away, but straight into the grasp of the waiting AMC. And Fails will get credit for the kill. Meanwhile, Rongu was just trying to do anything to get his teammate away, but
Category.
now Rongu under pressure, who's been in this lane all day long. Fails in the sky, knocks up Rongu, stuns him too. Rongu trying to buy as much time as possible, but he won't be able to jump back to Netroid in time. He'll fall down as even Maniac has made a rotation to mid now. Simplicity really starting to put pressure on this left-hand side.
This level 7 Horus not tanking quite yet. Shinto in a little bit of trouble, forced to use that rewind, but now Maniac making his presence felt.
And there's Oxy going down too. His tower's already taken away, and Shinto's in the do, but I wouldn't want to face either of these teams, first of all. At the moment, they're both playing pretty well. Simplicity, though, definitely with the advantage. Teleport coming in from Oxy, who pops the ult straight away. Kraken does delete him from the map, though. Streak Up credited with a kill. Netroid trying to make sure he answers back, and it's Ronyu who gets the kill. But Panitum ends up going down in trade to Fails. Shinto, meanwhile, kept way too quick. Ronyu, way too quick on the initiation. He's going to end up falling down, and now Sanguine have a chance to gather troops and look to defend. The Fire Giant has still been leashed.
Oh, Maniac gonna
Oh,
get
it's in the pit
stunned out, but he just narrowly avoids death. Shinto
Oxy.
forced to disengage.
Oxy's going to run away with the barest amount of health towards Netroid, who turns up on the Jingwei. The explosive bolts won't find a lane position so far. Oxy's done what he can, but at the moment the Windfire Wheels has come into play and caught Rongu and the wrong side of town. Oxy with a very good ultimate there with Shinto supporting, but there's no real damage just yet. It's only Genetics low. Panitom trying to get in the front of the Arachne, but he's removed by the map from Streak Up. Into the sky goes Fails, and where he lands is on Netroid's face. He'll fix that one. Shinto gets a 3-man stun, but he's got no further follow-up damage available, and Simplicity get 3 kills for the price of 1.
Not gonna put
Simplicity on a Phoenix at 16 minutes in. Rongu stuns Genetics inside a Whirlpool that was dropped there by Def Panther, and the Windfire Wheels does the dirty work. Oxy will stay alive for now as Maniac gets aggressive, but fails his follow-up. Is at least presenting enough of a window for Simplicity to take their first feed. Here's more telegraph because Rongu has done it time and again. There's a quick frenzy coming out though from Simplicity, looking to engage on the fight. Maniac in the back line going to use the ultimate and buy a bit of time, tank it up as long as he can. Streak Up still whacking away on the Phoenix, and it will go down. Fails, looks down on Shinto and gets the rewind out as the Windfire Wheels has picked up Panitom and deleted him from the map on landing. Maniac gets the kill on Rongu, Oxy soon follows, and that could be that. It took a long time for Simplicity to get to this point, but I don't think it'll take long this time round. In under 20 minutes, Simplicity have had enough. They're moving on to face Armada in the finals here today.
Congratulations to the #1 European Smite minor league team beating the #2 North American representative